What's happening, everybody? What's going on? Let's see who's up in here. Comments. What's up, Robert? Good afternoon. Sitting at the campground watching a Pale Rider TV. That's right, Pale Rider TV podcast. Or YouTube. And then Snorelord on there saying he's not going to do lives for like 6 years or 20 years or something like that. I don't know. I forgot what I heard. We're getting old. So maybe it's 2 years and he went to 5 years. So we'll see if he shows up. He was like hidden somewhere. Couldn't figure out not StreamYard, but Pale Rider went to Restream. Restream's a different animal when it comes to streaming on YouTube, Facebook, all the other ones, 30 different platforms or something. But they do have a cool leave button. So if anybody wants to join in, you can join in. It's just a Sunday, just before the 4th of July. We had fireworks last night at this campground, so we all watched that over the lake. I posted on Facebook. Anybody that belongs to the or subscribe to the RV Campground Review channel on Facebook. My channel there, we got closing on 3,000 subscribers over there on that channel and growing. And we got a lot of different campground reviews coming in from people. So that channel is growing pretty fast. And it's not that old. So, yeah, we'll hit 10,000 soon. What's up, Grafton? Don? Freightliner Classic. And, of course, Robert. Yeah, so we are growing. We got 2 trailers available. Anybody wants to come over, run this market, have me and Snorelord help them out, we can do that. And yeah, so things are going well. We know it's tough right now with fuel and rates and so forth. Just because you think you go to a company that has dedicated lanes, that doesn't mean anything in this environment, because they could lose those dedicated lanes tomorrow. And there's big discussion on fuel surcharge and no fuel surcharge and all that. Well, fuel surcharge is a mileage-based deal, and it's usually done with dedicated freight because it's in the contracts. Hi there, Snorelord had too much brisket yesterday, says Dave. So he's a little delirious. Well, Dave, you would know. So we planned this, right? We got Dave and Pam. They're watching Snorelord. They're taking care of him in his old age, making sure he doesn't trip over his beard and all that good stuff. And he's not here to defend himself. So, maybe that's why he's staying off live YouTube, he said, for 5 years now. Is that true, overtaxed in Minnesota? You need to change your MN to something else, like eating more barbecue and mow or something like that. What's up, Eddie? What's up, my buddy? Yeah, so Eddie's doing well. He's driving trucks like usual, making money. How's the family doing? Eddie, you going anywhere for the 4th of July? It's a beautiful day. Yesterday was really good. The day before we had the grandson's 16th birthday party out here. Surprised him, he had no clue. A lot of his friends showed up and everything, so it was a great time. Then last night, of course, was the fireworks. And yeah, headed out in a few minutes. There you go. There we go. Overfed in Missouri. Well, Snorelord will feed you. That's for sure. He'll take you out to dinner, lunch, breakfast, whatever. Well, tell your daughter happy birthday. What are you guys doing? You guys doing anything special, or are you going to work? I'll be going to Sunday dinner here in about, this won't be a long live feed, in less than an hour. We do Sunday dinner at the grandkids' Nana's house every single Sunday. She's in her mid to late 80s, right? Mid 80s. And she cooks Sunday dinner for the whole family every single Sunday. Still in the mid 80s. Still doing it. What's up, Shadow Wolf? We're camping. We're not van camping, Shadow Wolf. We're glamping, right? But we are camping. And it's nice out. This place is packed. There were thousands of people here for the fireworks at the campground last night. We had a golf cart parade. Went around, threw candy to all the kids. It's about $65 worth of candy we threw out yesterday. So the kids enjoyed it, right? Then of course you had adults that were like, so stop all the honking your horns and all that stuff. And it's like, come on, it's for the kids. 6 o'clock in the afternoon or in the evening. What's it bother anybody? What's up, Travis? What's going on? Fireworks here, buddies. Cool. So then Eddie says, how's the humidity up there at the camera? It's nice. It's not humid at all today. Yesterday was good too. Wasn't bad. Friday though, during the birthday party, we had humidity was kind of high, so we had those pop-up storms in Michigan coming over the Great Lakes. They would just pop up, kind of like being in Florida, right? Kind of like being in Florida, but your clothes didn't stick to you as bad, right? Because in Florida in the summer, you have pop-up storms in the afternoon, 1 or 2, and then they're gone. They don't last long. Same thing here. Big wind hit, rain for 20, 30 minutes, and gone. A couple of places in your state I want to check out, tourist stuff, Oh, yeah, go up in the UP, man. Go in the UP and check all that out. In the lower Michigan, you go to Grand Haven area and all that, see some lighthouses and things, Traverse City. Go up to the UP and check out the falls and all that good stuff. Good day, says Canadian Freight Broker. Just saying good day. I'm also camping and it's breakfast. That's right. My breakfast was cereal. We didn't cook today. I cooked the last 2 days. So no cooking today. What's up, Clyde? My buddy. What are you doing, Clyde? Happy 4th of July to you and your family, Clyde. I hope things are going well in your new endeavor that you did. Same thing with Greg Zimmer. A bunch of light trucking guys that are in here that went on with their own authority and things like that. Hope you guys are doing well. Trucker Jay says Snorelord's never been a quitter. No, he's. I think it's a drum up views, right? Or people to tune in next time he goes live. See, he's not going live now, and he won't show up on this channel because he's incognito. He'll show up on Pale Rider TV though. I was gonna go there, but I didn't have my phone. This phone with me. I had my other phone. This one here, and I didn't feel like doing it on that one. So maybe next time, Pale Rider. The Hool, making coffee isn't cooking. It's keeping. No, I made a big Mexican. We had a big Mexican spread for his birthday, and then we had made some other stuff last night. But today, like I said, Sunday dinner, so we don't have to cook today. Tomorrow, maybe we'll grill steaks or something. The neighbor, the next campsite over, he brought a big smoker. He is smoking all kinds of ribs and stuff. He goes, oh, you can try some if you want some. They have a big rib off, to him and his brother. just fun times, right? Everybody's friendly at campground usually, so it's nice. Met a bunch of people because I don't talk very much, so kind of shy. So I met about 50 people or so. Um, yeah, I met some truck drivers, things like that. A lot of truck drivers are campers. I wonder why that is. Anybody can tell me about that? No, well, with fajitas, shredded chicken. Um, then we had the beef, ground beef, and all that. So anybody could make whatever they wanted. They wanted shredded chicken tacos or beef tacos or burritos or whatever. We had all the fixings in a bunch of different crock pots. That way it stayed good all day, and you could do whatever you wanted. And we had a flat top. You could make a quesadilla if you want a quesadilla. All kinds of things. Hool, you are funny. Hool's a funny guy. Uh, put a backpack on and hike the mountains. That's real camping. Well, we got a bike over here. We got right back there. So, that way if you don't want to pedal, you just hit the throttle. Electric bike. I believe so, Eddie. I believe they do in Tawas. Yeah, I believe they do. But now trailers are starting to become more available, right? We're starting to get more trailers uh, available to us. So if you're one of those Landstar guys getting 65%, come over here and get 80. And same concept, except more loads to pick from, and you can actually negotiate your rates. And there's no uh, weekly fees. You're not going to get feed to death. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple. What's up, TC Boggs? Hold on. Dutch, didn't Pale Riders stop with live feeds toxic or something according to this thumbnail? That's what Snorelord said. He's quitting, but I don't think so. The boss is over here. Anybody want to see the boss? You want to be on YouTube? She said no. She don't want to be on YouTube. What's up, TC Boggs? I watched your channel there, TC, about everybody's all worried about this AB5. And there's different analogies of it, right? Uh, well, we'll use different words, different opinions on what it means. And we're not lawyers. So whatever you think might be right, might not be right. But the only way to find out is in the court of law, because that's what it's all going to come down to. And Jerry Perry's in the house. What's up, Jerry? So people are saying different types of carriers will be affected. It's a big controversy, right? So I got somebody that says that my business would be affected, but I differ with them because of the way it's set up. So we do pass the B test. That's the hardest one to pass. We do pass the B test in my opinion, right? Because we have no company trucks. We don't do the same thing as the operator. We don't say lease out or rent. Uh, we charge a percentage to use authority numbers. So basically, uh, we're a back office, pretty much, right? Uh, we don't get freight. We don't have freight. And we don't make contractors take freight. So it's not the same. Now, if I had a truck and I was driving that truck, then yes, I'm doing the same thing, right? I'm getting freight, hauling freight, getting paid for freight, so on and so on. Because if that's the case, even if you're going to get a broker and a broker says, okay, I'll let you sign on to me, the broker has freight. They wouldn't pass the test. People think they would pass the test, right? That's one of the things, right, TC? That's one of the things people think that they could get by with. True, lots will be litigated, but in short term, it's going to be chaotic. You're based out of Michigan, right? They're passing a similar bill. Are they passing a similar bill? Not that I know of, but you never know, right? If you got to look at everything starts in California. Why California does this garbage? They need to change the legislators in California. People need to wake up. If they stop getting product over there and they start starving, maybe they'll wake up and vote different, or watch what they really want, right? Because where did the EPA start with DEF and all that? Smart Way and all that garbage started in California, right? They're the only ones that require you to have skirts on your trailer or some type of better fuel economy garbage on your trailer, emission trucks where you can't idle your engines. That all started over there. And then it picked up for idling on the East Coast a little bit in a couple states. But other than that, nowhere else cares. Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Florida, you go all the way down, no one cares. You don't have to have the skirts. You don't have to have the, you can idle your truck at night. No one cares, but it starts in California. And so this starts there. Who would pick it up? Probably New Jersey, right? New Jersey's always into that. Strong arming. So there you go. Who says the best nuts come from California? Even I know that. Well, they do have some good nuts out there. They do. Yeah, but a carrier's scope of business is to haul freight. You could get your own equipment if you wished. Well, it depends on how you do it. I mean, just because you're a carrier doesn't mean your scope is to haul freight. Doesn't mean that. You don't have to do that. So therefore, like say my business, I'm not hauling freight. The contractor's hauling freight. But if I have my own direct customers, that's a different story. Then I'm crossing that line. So you can look at it different ways, right? So let's face it. Why didn't the big companies go after them? Because Uber and Lyft, they're not affected in California. Why? They're the same concept. It's just like insurance companies. Why is an insurance agent that is a contractor to an insurance company? Why aren't they bothered with it? So real estate and insurance and Uber and Lyft. Explain that. Tell me how that's not the same. They don't pass the B. And they sure don't pass the C. So how can they segregate one business to another? How can they do that? TC, you got any answers on that? They got their little waiver. They paid the big bucks, right? Because it's all about money in California. It's all about money. They grease the palms of the people to give them the waiver. Because if you run DoorDash, right? If you're a DoorDash guy, you're an independent contractor, supposedly, DoorDash gets you all the freight. Doing they not? They get you all the freight. Delivering the meals, right? Delivering the food. They get you all of it. And you're clicking on a button to accept it or not. So why aren't they? Same thing with Uber Eats, right? Uber Eats, Uber Ride, whatever. It's all the same thing. So what's the difference between DoorDash and a truck driver? They're delivering food, you're delivering freight. Same thing. They're independent because they own their own car, but they're using that platform to work. And it's even more of an employee than a trucking company that has no trucks and just lets people get a percentage of using the numbers and the authority. It's a one-place platform. You can't get food from anywhere else but DoorDash. If you sign on with them, that's the only place you can get it. You can't look on a platform that has just like 1, 2, 3 Little Bird or Dad or something that has thousands and thousands of different restaurants, let's say, that would post, hey, I would need this delivered. Doesn't happen that way. Yeah, wait until there aren't any lumpers because they're contractors to the warehouse. Maybe things uploaded. Right, exactly. Same thing with Capstone, right? Capstone. Same thing. What's the difference? There's no difference. There should have never been lumpers in the first place. That should have been done away with. That's the biggest crock in the whole industry is lumpers. Don't get me started. I have a real bad thing about lumpers and any company that uses lumpers. It's just a way to get away from paying, right? Even Walmart uses lumpers. If you go to the Walmart grocery warehouses, they're lumpers. It's not Walmart employees in there. Same thing with Spartan Foods and Buy Low and Piggly Wiggly and Cisco and Gordon, and you just go down the list. Anything to do with food is a scam when it comes to unloading because it's all lumpers. And that why should the driver or the carrier have to give them the money to get this stuff unloaded? It's not our problem. It shouldn't be our problem. The only reason why it's still that way is because no one stands up in this business. They don't. No one stands up. You can't get 2 people to agree, and you can't get a whole bunch of them to agree, especially. And everybody says, well, I can't shut down for, 7 days. I can't do this because, I got bills. Well, everybody has bills. But if you don't, eventually you're going to be broken out of business. So what's the difference? They don't come get your truck for at least 3 months, right? So 7 days wouldn't hurt nobody. And most places, if you got a loan, if you're not 3 months behind, they're not doing nothing but charging the extra fee for being late. So that's just an excuse that, I can't shut down because, I can't afford to. You can't afford not to if it gets any worse. Because they could do away with everybody's livelihood here. But what they're running into is these idiots out there in California that come up with this stupid rule. Well, now a law, I guess, out there, but they don't realize one thing. They're messing with an industry that can kill this nation. That's what they're messing with. They're messing with an industry that could ruin their livelihood. Because if they said, California said, look, all the owner-operators or lease contractors had to stop right now. You can't conduct business. Their supply chain would be severely broken. Their store shelves would be empty, and it's going to be chaos. It's going to be chaos. You watch. They're going to let people operate just like they have, except for the big major players. Watch it. Lumpers are a scam. $200 for some bonehead on a forklift for 15 minutes of work. Well, exactly. Try unloading like Sterilite, right? A Sterilite, it's really lightweight stuff. $500, $600, $700. I've seen as much as $700 to unload a load of that. Like, come on, $700? Are you kidding me? And what? They're paying the guy $10 an hour to do it. What a ripoff. A gate fee? Yeah. Try delivering meat to Hunts Point, right? Go to Hunts Point, New York. Try delivering like swinging meat in a reefer. Unbelievable what they want to charge to unload that. They ordered it. It should all be in the rate, right? Cali, let's see, can't get. What's Logic Neo saying? There is work around Logic Cali rules. Yeah, I mean, if they'd pay you the $700, man, I'd own it myself for $700. I should start charging UPS. Oh boy, why do we have to wait? They count the load. If it's short a box, I'm not driving back to get another box. Take it up with the shipper. Right, Ratchet. That's another big scam, right? They'll pull all that crap off your trailer in 10 minutes, but yet it takes you 3 or 4. Myers in Lansing is famous for that garbage, right? They'll unload you. So is Kroger's. They'll unload you, tell you to get out of the dock so they unload another one, but you got to sit there while they count all the product, do all this stuff. And Myers, what they do is they unload it, but they don't unload it. They unload it, but then they put each item on the conveyor, piece by piece. And you're not getting out of there until every piece is down that conveyor and the computer scans it in. Well, they should just unload the truck and stamp the bill, shipper, load, and count. If there's any short, any damage, they take that up with the shipper, right? Uh, you know, subject to count, what they stamp it with. That's what they should just let you go on your way. Unload you in 15, 20 minutes, stamp your bill, subject to count, and anything that's damaged or missing, take that up with the shipper, leave the trucking company out of it and the drivers out of it, and let you go about your way. That's how it should work. But until people do something, nothing's ever going to change. It hasn't changed in 30 years. Still the same way. That's how people say, "How can you talk about Landstar? You haven't been there in I don't know. Let me think. 10, 16 years or so. It's still the same way. It's still the same way." Snorelord was talking about it earlier. He called because he's dispatching, right? So he called the Landstar agent, and then they're double brokering because they say, "Oh, well, let me see if it's still available." What do you mean? If it's your customer, you would know if the freight is still available. It's your customer. They're not shopping it to everybody else. That's your customer. So obviously it wasn't their customer. They're getting off of probably a load board, because some of these companies post these loads and they say, "Oh, well, we got 10 of them. Well, we'll take them all." And then they post them on their board. Well, let me call and see if they're available. So they got to call them back. Say, "Hey, can you check with your customer and see if this load's still available? Did anybody else book it?" Because they're making it go around and around and around. Just the way it is. And what's TC Boggs saying? He did something. I've seen a YouTube thing come up. So that's how that works. Let's see what else we got going on here. Shannon Thomas, what's up? I won't do lumper loads. I did one. I'm good on that. Well, it is. It's silly to have to sit there and pay them and sit there and wait for them to count and do all this stuff. Because, come on, a lot of them are lazy. I do deliver meat to Hunts Point. It's a bit. Well, we used to haul it way back. We used to come out of Kansas with it and go there, and if we didn't, we had a certain amount of time to get there, Shadow Wolf, and if we didn't, then it wasn't kosher anymore, and it had to be re-blessed and everything. And if you have to have that done, it's like the end of the world happened. It's like the end of the world happened that you didn't get there in time. and it has to be re-blessed or whatever because it's not kosher anymore because it took 5 minutes too long to get there. So we used to do that. And swinging meat in a trailer, you got to really watch it because you can tip those over really fast. So you gotta. It's just like hauling steel coils. You got to be really careful in the corners. But I've done that for a while. Hit the thumbs up. Sure, hit the thumbs up. So I don't care about that overtaxed. If they hit the thumbs up, they do. If they hit the thumbs down, I don't care either way. And if they don't, it still doesn't bother me because I'm not on YouTube to get money from ads and things like that. Yeah, I do run ads sometimes, but there's really no, unless you got 100,000 plus subscribers or getting up there and you're getting thousands and thousands of views, usually the only people that watch this channel is the ones that want to actually learn about trucking and figure out how to do their numbers and things like that and to stay afloat when times are hard. That's what this channel is all about. And that's when we don't change. It's been that way for, I don't know, however long I've been on here. Dutch says we have to unload ourselves if it's on a pallet. Then got to have the EPT. If it's not on a pallet, then it's not our problem. Congratulations, Antonio. Both TC and Sage are trying to force feed their opinions on AB5 with their YouTube lawyer degrees, says Eddie. Well, I believe that the setup that I have passes the test. Now, you can say I'm wrong or whatever. That's your opinion. The only ones you'll ever know is a lawyer in the court, right? The way you read it, because you could put almost anything in that, and almost everybody wouldn't pass the test if you can sway it any way you want. That's like any type of contract work, electrician, a builder. Then you go on and on and on, right? So if you're a builder and you're building 100 homes a year, and then you contract electricians and things like that, well, shouldn't the builder, wouldn't they be employees of the builder because they're dealing with the home, which deals in electricity, which deals in wiring and everything else. And that's part of the home because you can't live in it without it because you won't pass inspection without it. I mean, come on, you can apply it to almost anything. Where's the stop? It's specifically set up to stop companies doing lease purchase and trucking, right? 2 people and making them a 1099 and basically charging all the stuff. That's basically why they're going after something like that for all these, a lot of the mega carriers doing the lease purchase deals. But then it gets thrown out of text, and they want to include all kinds of other stuff. Because you can put it to any industry. Like I said, you take a real estate, and you got a real estate broker, and then he's got agents that work for his brokerage, and they pays them on a 1099 commission basis. Well, now they're an employee. Same thing with pharmaceutical, right? If you're a pharmaceutical rep, and let's say you're a 1099 pharmaceutical rep, what's the difference? Insurance agent, what's the difference? Can't sell those policies if you don't use the insurance agents. An insurance agent doesn't have nothing. They got to use the insurance agency's thing, right? Just like, okay, let's look at Landstar brokerage. If you're an agent, you're not going to pass that AB5 test because you're getting 7% of whatever Landstar wants to pay you to broker freight for them. And guess what? They're a brokerage, and they're not paying you W-2, baby. They're paying you 1099. So, what's the difference there? Let me know if that passes the test. would that type pass a test? Or let's say you're C.H. Robinson and you have agents and you pay them a commission on whatever they pop out there, then it's 1099. Doesn't pass the test, does it? See you later, Shadow Wolf man. Do a video on your camping stuff. Right. Insurance, real estate, brokerages. I mean, you can go down the list. Everything. Just like if you newspapers, ice cream routes, all these companies that do 1099 work, Frito-Lay, Snap-on. What about the Snap-on guys? Let's talk about that. What about Snap-on? You buy the Snap-on truck, you're an employee. If underneath that, you're an employee. Because guess what? How do you get your tools? From Snap-on. Can't get any other tools. You're a Snap-on dealer. You can't sell Matco or any of them. What about Matco? What about all these other ones? And Snap-on deals in tools. Do they not? They deal in tools. There you go. What about Swans? What about Swans? Going and deliver the food. Same concept, is it not? Just saying. That's right. It's a broad stroke brush. So the proper lawyers can knock that down in a heartbeat. They knock it down in a heartbeat because just like when you got city ordinances, and I know because they try to come after me on some. And so I went to a lawyer. The lawyer's reading it, goes, that'll never fly. Want to go to court, we'll go to court and you'll win because you cannot put a law in that is suggestive, right? Where you can say, you can't park this type of, certain weight of vehicle on your property. But yet there's other vehicles that weigh that more than that. So, it's suggestive. So they can't do that. Same thing, if one person thinks that it's this way, just like the DOT, right? It's what they think. Just because the law is written, they all have different opinions on it. Well, if that's the case, it's really not a law because it can be done away with. You can prove it. So it's black and white. Laws are supposed to be black and white. It's this way and not that way. And if they write it in their way, then you can win in a court. But the problem is, who's going to do it? Who's going to take it to court? Only the people it affects. Clyde says, money grab from the state and useless unions trying to get more members for their labor. That could be possible. That's possibly true, Clyde, because unions went down and down and down, and they're losing money, right? They're losing money. They went down and down and down in their base. The sun's getting in here. I can't even hardly read this. That's right, over tax. They create more business for themselves by writing it the way they do. Sean Alpha, what's up? Who will enforce it? Nobody. I'd like to see them enforce it and how they're going to enforce it. You watch. It's kind of like, when you talk about the emissions, right? You go to California They say, oh, you know, you can't idle your truck, and there's still people idling their truck. Same thing with the APUs, right? Oh, well, you're supposed to have these filters on there for California. Have you ever been approached, knocked on the door because you're running your APU and they check to see if it's, you know, California carb compliant? I never had. No one's ever knocked on my door. They're more in California. They're more to come and knock on your door because you're in the rest area and you're on the yellow line, right? Because they got the yellow line. Oh, you got to move. Rest area is full. You know, well, I'm out of, and this is how bad and stupid it is, right? You want to be all about safety. They'll tell you to move, right? So they'll say, all right, you have to move. Well, sorry, officer, I'm in my break. I'm out of hours. No, you move. So they're telling you to drive down the highway illegally, and they don't stop you. They know you're illegal, and you just drive. For what reason they tell you to go? You're parked. No one's going to hit you. You know. So what if you're sitting there and the line's yellow? Isn't it about safety? So they make you get up and drive to the next place to park? Stupid. But anybody who's been in California knows that's what happens. Does it not? And same things with shippers and receivers. They held you up for 5, 6, 7 hours, and then they tell you can't stay there because you're out of hours. That should be illegal. Should be illegal. Shouldn't have to leave. They should make room for you because why? They caused it, right? They caused the problem. But nothing ever happened. Nothing. TC says the scary part is the AB5 equipment is bouncing around Congress right now. Better remember that this November when you're electing the representative. Exactly. People need to start, they need to wake up, right? It doesn't matter if you're a diehard Democrat, Republican, or whatever. It's a new world than way back. It's getting worse. So people need to wake up and actually look at the candidates, look what's going on, and vote accordingly. Not, oh, I always vote Democrat or I always vote Republican. You should look at the person, look at the record, and vote accordingly. That's what you should do. It doesn't matter if your neighbor is going to yell at you because, you know, you voted different from them. Vote accordingly. Vote for the person and what they stand for and what they're going to do. Because, you know, when we got the big ones that have been bought, and they're only going to do a certain thing because they got the green pieces in their pocket, you're going to be hurt. Just like now, there's no reason for gas to be where it's at. There's no reason for diesel to be $6. None whatsoever. Zero. But it is. And a lot of it's done by a stroke of a pen. But we won't get into all that. Because then, you know, we open up all kinds of, you know, people with bad feelings and things. All right, what time is it? Let's check my other phone here. Yeah, so we got a couple minutes. I put the invite up. If somebody wants to come in for a couple minutes and speak on anything, AB5, whatever, you can click on the invite. It's at the top, probably. I'll let you in. Got 2 or 3 minutes we can waste. I'll let anybody on the channel. If I don't like you, I'll just boot you. Let's see. What's up, KB Smooth? What's going on? Happy 4th of July weekend. First time checking in. Great channel information. Respect. I appreciate it, KB. KB must have a channel. Said blogs G2G. If you got a channel, KB, put it up there. Go if you're not subscribed to him. If he does have a channel, go subscribe. Check him out. Camping time. Yeah, we're camping. We got a big tent. Grandson of his buddies joined in. We got a guest here. Who it is? Because this phone's, but we'll see. Clowny, what? Oh, it's Clowny. Hey, what's up?
Yeah,
I love Clowny.
just so quiet, trying to save people a hard time.
Go to Clowny at YouTube and check him out.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
So what's happening? Bogs.
Oh man, this whole AB5 thing is getting everyone Twitter pated. I mean, it's getting hot and heated, and I just wanted to tell people, look, man, I don't agree with the law, not at all. You know,
Right.
I'm just reading what they have posted and what their intent, what the law is, because you can have what's written in black and white, but they're also going to interpret their intent.
Right.
And their intent is to get rid of the 1099 contractors.
Correct.
So it's not that I want this to be true. It's just, it's what's happening. And it's
right.
and people sticking their heads in the sand, trying to think it's going to go away. That's not the way to deal with it.
Well, that's true, right? The way to deal with it is enough people are going to stand up and fight him in the court.
Exactly. Yeah, and that they may actually have to do a carve out later on, because the law has screwed up the Californian economy so bad that they have no choice to come back to the table and fix it. But in the short term, that's not going to do you any good, because it takes a while to litigate.
Right. Do you mind if I eat you don't mind if I eat Doritos, do you?
Hey, man, it's your channel. Do what you want.
I'm hungry, man.
There you go. What flavor is that? Is that nacho cheese, just original, or what?
Yeah, nacho cheese. I got to bring it back this way.
Oh, there you go.
You ever tried these?
Ooh, was it the lime flavored Tostitos?
Yeah, the lime flavored.
Oh man, that's good stuff.
Those
You
are good.
gonna follow that up with a Corona?
Yeah. Well, yeah. You don't have to put a lime in there.
That's right. Just drizzle a little Corona on there with your salsa, and you're good to go.
Yeah, because someone will put the lime down in the bottle, right?
Oh man, looks like you're having a good time though. That's nice,
Yeah.
and that's a beautiful RV, man. You guys, that's my idea of camping right there. You're out in the woods, but you're in the AC too. So I mean, that's good stuff.
Well, this one has 2 full bathrooms, so it's nice with the grandkids because they have their own shower and bathroom, and then we have our own.
Oh man,
you don't have to share.
beautiful.
Well, you ever seen the inside of it, TC?
No, I don't think I have. Are we gonna take the grand tour?
Well, it might be messy because we're camping with a bunch of teenagers. Let me see if I can turn this. How do you turn the camera around?
Not sure you can.
On StreamYard. StreamYard. All right. So anyway, up top, you can lower this bunk down.
Yeah.
Right? So 2 people can sleep up there. And then, of course, the table, 2 people could be there. And then the sofa comes out for another 2.
Man.
But then you got the bunk beds, the bunk house, which is right there. So 2 there. And then this is 1 full bathroom. Right?
Man, look at that.
And then you got the master bedroom back here that has the king size bed, TVs and all that, and then another bathroom, back here with the shower.
You are living well in the woods there, sir.
This is tenting. This is like the size of a tent.
Yeah.
It's tenting. Yes, we do have Diet Coke. I mean, we got Diet Cherry Coke if you want that.
That works.
Yeah, that works. Hey, Matt, you want to be on YouTube? Huh? Yeah. Oh, you want to say hi?
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah. So yeah, he's 16 now. Unbelievable.
Don't mind your grandpa. You're just talking to a cartoon clown. It's all good.
He should have been here for his birthday party.
That's right. The balloon animals and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. You could have did the balloon animals, but they grow up fast, man. It's like snap the finger, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, especially when you have living on the road, you come back. Every time I come back, man, my boy is getting a little taller and a little taller. I say, oh, yeah, it can be rough.
Yeah. Yeah. So if nobody's watched TC Boggs' channel, everybody knows about TC Boggs, but go check it out because he does have good stuff about AB5 and other things. Um, there's a few things he has to do on some of his videos, but he might not notice.
Yeah.
You might have to change. You might have to change the terminology when you're talking, or explain something.
Yeah, yeah. There's a guy out there made a video that you need the the Bogtionary. You
Yeah,
need
you need a bog.
a Bogtionary. Yeah.
And if you want one, you can get it on tcbogs.com. They're $3.99. So you know what he's talking about, because he'll say words, and then people are going, "I bet you." I wonder how many people have Googled what you say. What do you think? I think people's Googled some of the words.
I'm pretty sure it's happened after they got done cussing me out.
Or they just say, that dang clown, he don't know nothing.
Yeah, he's just a clown. I mean, what does he know? He's a cartoon clown. He's not even real.
So how didn't your kid just have a birthday?
Mine? No, back in February.
Yeah. So I know you go. I know you go a lot of places, with them, and have a lot of fun, right?
Oh yeah. As a matter of fact, when we get done here, we're going out to the pool. There's a.
You're always going to the pool.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's right around the corner from. I mean, it's a really nice county pool park. That's what it is, and
like here at this campground, they got 3 pools, and one of them always gets closed. There's always one closed because someone pukes in it or does something else in it.
no, that's definitely no bueno. No,
Yeah.
I mean, for a county this size, I mean, we're on the outskirts of the DFW area, so I guess we're kind of a burb.
Right.
But this I mean, it's a blue collar town, but they have a nice county park. I mean, they got slides, they got a kids, the other section where the kids have like giant squirt guns and whatnot, where they're going after each other, like water cannons, I guess it would be a better word. And then there's a deep, the other side has the where deeper water, the dive. It's way better than what I grew up with. Let me just say that.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, we had to go swim at the creek or the crick. We have water parks growing up.
Yeah.
You're sharing the muddy water with water moccasins or whatever the heck else is floating out there. So, but we were grateful to have the mud puddle.
You got mud up to your knees. You get out of the creek.
Yeah, out there crawdad hunting and is swimming around and swinging off a rope from tied to a tree, and hopefully the water's deep enough.
Shannon knows. We had to go. You had to go swim in the Flint River. Swim in the river, and then now it's toxic. Don't drink the water. Because these stupid idiots around here. We got the Great Lakes, right? Freshest water down, right? And so to save money, they decided, hey, let's make our drinking water out of the Flint River for Flint. Well, as soon as they done that, they should know something, TC. If General Motors does not say no, we still want ours coming from Port Huron, that pipeline.
Yeah.
Did I tell you something because they say the Flint River, your drinking water is too corrosive for our machinery? Wouldn't that give you an idea of not?
Can we just stop putting stuff in our rivers? Can we just start with that? I mean, there should really be no reason for that anymore. Can we just
Right.
I mean, when you turn on the tap, do you have to put the fire out first before you drink the water?
Yeah, let's see here. Hold on a second. Let me. I told him to go up there, so now I got to hit more. Man, I hate this stupid StreamYard. Let me try to get this pasted because Shadow our Rocking the RV Life wants to come in. Now I only got a minute or two. We're waiting for the granddaughters to get back so we can go to Sunday. But there you go.
There you go.
In life, hopefully you got it. And if he clicks in, we'll have the legendary Shadow Wolf.
Oh man, it'll be trucking royalty.
Yes, trucking royalty. Exactly. The Templar. His new truck, I'm sure he calls it the Templar also. But you always have love for your truck that right?
I don't know. I mean, you only have the one. What about the Crusader? Could it be the Crusader?
It could be. Could be the Crusader. I don't think he's coming in, Clowney. I think he's having technical difficulty with Junkyard.
Junkyard.
People like this. You get up to 10 people or whatever. I like my other software I use personally, but I think it has better banners, better things to go across.
Well, you need to get up the RV Wi-Fi. Are you going to go out and get your own Starlink? They have that Starlink now.
What's up, Rockin' Van Life?
What's happening?
Hello there. Hello there.
Howdy.
Hello there.
Is my mic working or what?
You are treetop tall, baby.
You're coming in loud and proud, driver. Loud and proud.
Well, I hope I'm loud and proud. I'm always good, man. Come on. I'll knock you out of the way out there in a big rig, man. Just run you off the road, man, with my 18 wheels. That's right. Mm-hmm.
And you'll do it in style.
You're worldwide. Penetrator 2000. Worldwide.
Yeah, worldwide radio AM all night long with the bozo. That's right. Hey, Jeff, I want to talk about California, and I want to talk bad about California. Is that okay with you there, Mr. Trucker?
It'll take over.
All right. I tell you what, I used to love to go out to that state because I could get a turnaround, get me some of that white line turnaround, charge it up with a little bit of coffee and haul ass out of there and bend up back there at Hunts Point. Yes, I would. Real quick like.
Yep.
I don't even go out there anymore, Jeff. Can't go out there anymore. That damn state is the only state in the union that's got working homeless living downtown L.A. in the street in tents. I've never seen nothing like that. There is people down there got 2 jobs and can't get an apartment. They can't afford it. They're living in tents.
They're living in
tents. Not only there, up there in Oakland's the same way. People that go out there can see it all the time along the highway. They're sleeping under the bridge. It's crazy out there.
It is
crazy. And somebody was talking about that 1099. That's how come one company that I work for won't hire you if you live out there anymore.
Right.
That's right.
Right. And so does a couple other big mega carriers. They don't hire out there either.
It's craziness. It is sheer stupidity. And
that's like
everything that comes out of California ends up being a big problem for the United States. Okay. They started the catalytic converter crap. Then they moved into this DEF crap. Then all of a sudden, 2 years later, they want to get rid of DEF because it's contaminating their soil out there.
And what do you think about electric vehicles? That's the most contaminated around. Look what it takes to make
let's don't go in there. Let's don't go in there. California loves them. They love them because Elon Musk was out there in California building his fortunes and stuff, paying them big money until he told them to go jump off in the pond that's going dry up there.
What's funny about that EV? Literally a month ago, I was reading an article that there was a Tesla out there in the Northern California landfill out there in the Bay Area. The lithium batteries exploded, and the firefighters out there could not put the fire out. Every time they got the fire down, it would reignite. So they spent like over $100,000 fighting this battery fire that was already in a landfill.
Look,
Well,
anybody,
what?
California loves Elon Musk for one thing. They all invest in SHIB and in Dogecoin, and here's why they do it: is because when Elon Musk says, "Okay, put all your money," and they do it, and then he'll pump it up with a few tweets, and then they all bail out, and then everybody's left holding the bag.
Well, let's go back to trucking real quick. Let's go to trucking real quick. Our livelihoods.
Right.
They started this crap on the 1099. What, 2 years ago?
Right.
2 years ago. Then that shut the ports down. Okay, because they had an issue. People pulling stuff out of there. There was other issues too. If you remember, the truckers were on strike out there. The port haulers.
Right.
And then COVID hit. Yeah, it hit. And they couldn't offload the ships. That was all a bunch of crock of baloney, man. All of it. Every damn bit of it. They're stopping trucking in LA. They're stopping trucking in California. They don't want us out there for some reason. They don't. It's craziness, man.
They're trying to make everyone a W-2 to join a union. That's what they're funneling everyone to become.
Well, unions had its place in the day. We got to admit, unions had its place in the day. Mr. Jeff, you remember back in the late 60s when the Teamsters started all their stuff in the gas crisis? Teamsters did a lot of good stuff, okay? We don't have that in our industry anymore. California can take a flying jump.
Yeah.
I am serious. The fuel prices out there are astronomical. What is the difference between the fuel that's in California than it is next door in Arizona or Nevada? There's no difference. There is no difference.
It's all about the taxes.
Yeah, I mean, it's stupid. And well, thanks to Mr. Let's call him the president. He's the one that caused this problem with the fuel, in my opinion. But California's so screwed up. They can't even give the farmers up north, and this started like 5 years ago, water to grow crops. That, like when you ride up north, all them dried up fields,
Oh, yeah.
Where did that water come from? It come from Lake Mead. Well, that dang thing's drying up now. What's California going to do when it gets too much lower? First off, Las Vegas, they're going to be out of water pretty soon. You want to buy some cheap property in Las Vegas? Right now might be the time because they ain't going to have no water until it's
just don't water the lawn.
Yeah. Huh? But California sucks. I do. The people, for everybody that's on your channel, you may call me a hater or whatever, but you guys tell me. I don't see the hype of living out in California. I can't see it. You're paying 3 times the price for rent on an apartment that you ain't never had if you're a truck driver. There's some problems out there. There's too many problems for me. I won't truck out there anymore. And when I jump in my RV, I'm going to bypass that state. I always wanted to go out there. I always wanted to go out there and run up that coast all the way up to Oregon and Washington State, right along the ocean. You won't catch me out there in my RV either. I'll go to Dead Valley first. You know what I mean?
You'd have to get a payday loan just to get the fuel to put in the RV to go up and down the 101.
Well,
these stupid phones. This is bad.
I ain't gonna have. I ain't gonna get a payday loan because I'm gonna be retired. You hear that word? Retired. I'll be a retired truck driver. I will. Yes, I will. I ain't gonna get a payday loan then, man. Come on.
So I got one of these California phones right here, iPhone. It just went out on me. I had to wait till it cooled off before I could get back on here.
Oh, you had one of them. Yeah, even Apple's pulling out of California. They're trying.
Yeah, that's right. The topic is so hot, the battery, the phones are heating up.
Yeah.
It's heated my phone up, and it knocked me right out of the feed.
Well, I tell you, I've talked to some of them homeless people living in them tents out there. I've talked to some of them. While I'm sitting out there at a shipper on the street, illegally parked, you know what I mean? Worried I don't get no $500 ticket for trying to deliver something to one of their receivers out there that won't let me in until 30 minutes prior to my appointment. And the cops are running up and down the street. Where the hell are you going to park out there?
Right.
There ain't none. There is. They got a couple truck stops up there that you can stop at. Have you looked at them truck stops lately, people? They
the
are
bank.
cram packed full. Okay.
Yeah. And you're
24/7. 24/7.
and you're talking about all the poor people there in the Bay Area. Yeah, I read an article a couple of years ago. Now, this is a couple of years ago. This is before Biden was in office and we got hit with all the inflation and whatnot. But at that time, the poverty line in the Bay Area was $120,000. Imagine that.
What do you mean $120,000 property line?
You
What are you talking about?
If you live in the Bay Area and you're at $120,000 for your income, you are just above the poverty line
Oh,
before you start qualifying for like government. I mean, before you can't, you can't live properly. You can't afford a house. You can't afford utilities. You can't afford food, gas, and all the whole shebang.
Well, that's
Just,
what I was talking about. You got people
yeah,
that got 2 jobs living in the streets.
right, exactly. If they're working they're working. They just
Well,
can't afford to live there.
Well, what? And it's so damn bad that they can't got the money to buy gas to get the hell out to go to Texas or Arizona or Nevada, and that's where they're all running to. Man, come on, now, California.
Yeah. Yeah,
Anyway,
it's just sad. I mean, 120 grand is nothing to sneeze at. I mean, just anywhere else in the country, that's a pretty good living. But in the Bay Area, you're barely making it.
well, hell,
Yeah.
up here, out here in Baltimore, my home residence, which I never get to. If somebody made $120,000 up here, guess what? They'd be rich.
Yeah,
living in this damn city of Baltimore. Yeah.
yeah.
What is the problem with California?
But if you're making that money in the Bay Area, you're living in the tent under an overpass.
Yeah, and then they come out there with the street sweepers and sweep you away. What is that? You got homeless people here. You got people living in their cars in parking lots, but you won't let them park you there because they're vagrants or something, but they got a job. What's up, California? It's called maybe politicians. Maybe politicians. We don't want to get into that. People that live in California, somebody tell me what the hype is keeping you out there. I can't figure it out.
It's the weather.
They got nice weather, and you can get orange.
Wait a minute. They got weather in California. California's got nice weather. All right. They got earthquakes too. Texas has got nice weather too if you can take the heat, but you got an air conditioner that you can afford if you live in Texas, and Arizona and Nevada too. So there you go. Hey, you got other coast areas that's got water. And Michigan ain't too bad in the summertime if you can fight the mosquitoes in the snow in the winter. Oh my God,
And the water out of the Flint River. Don't forget the Flint River.
You got to have one of them Berkey water filters or some shit like that to take care of that. And that's pretty sad about that Flint River. Well, Detroit's bad too. But anyway, California sucks. California sucks.
Yeah, that should be a song.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you what, New York's is getting to be sucky. Jeff mentioned Hugs Point. I can tell you some more up there. That Restaurant Depot ain't too damn nice either. Yeah, I hate driving.
Neither's the Walt Whitman. You've been to the Walt Whitman.
And up there in New York, man, them damn toll roads. I mean, come on, people. We pay enough taxes as truck drivers. We pay enough. Okay? And then you're going to pay more to cross the same bridge that a car did? Come on now. Hey, I like your golf cart, Jeff. It's pretty cool.
Oh, it's one of the not really a golf cart, it's a hybrid. It's a
well, I bet you ain't got an air conditioner. Smart car got an air conditioner.
They call it Envy neighborhood vehicle.
Oh.
It's a crossbreed between a golf cart and a UTV.
Well,
so is that just a golf cart with a truck bed back there to put your groceries?
Yeah, it's all electronic.
Oh, he got one of them. He got a Elon Musk electronic thing.
Oh my God! Look at that.
Yeah.
Damn.
So there's no.
That's like a Mars rover right there. You go into space.
So you push the key.
This fast enough to have a speedometer. Look at that. You never seen a golf cart with a speedometer?
Speedometer, how much your battery lasts, your motor current.
How fast have you gotten it up to?
It'll do just over 20 mile an hour.
Woo!
Well,
So
that's
Not bad
sweet.
for a vehicle that size. You sliding around the corners.
it's got a 20 mile range, but this has disc brakes. It's got independent suspension. Um, so it's built more like a UTV, not a golf cart.
Hey, Jeff, I
Yeah.
got
Man,
I gotta say something. You got that hot rod. Guess what? I can get a kick scooter. A kick scooter. You know, one of them things going down the road. Got all that shit plus some on it.
imagine
Yeah, but you know
that
what?
thing's fast. That thing's fast enough to get pulled over in a school zone over here.
This is cheaper than a golf cart, though.
Yeah,
What?
well, hey, you
Yeah.
run that thing. Hey, you run that golf cart out there in California, they'd probably pull you over for some reason. You know what I'm saying? You'd be on the golf court, and the cop would come across there and say, "What you driving out here?" You know?
Right.
DOT that sucker, man. It ain't got no gasoline engine in it. You can't have that.
Those electric bikes would pull you over in the school zone. You'd be speeding.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you're already set up for the Florida retirement life. You already got your electric car. Yeah, you're scooting around the park. Yeah, you got your nice RV.
I'll be down with Shadow Wolf. No,
That,
me and Shadow Wolf, we'd be off the trail camping.
that's right.
Yeah.
Well, I can walk still. I got a backpack, man. I'm gonna be like them California people. I'll throw me a damn tent up, man. You know what I mean? But
How's
the
that,
deal is,
how's that mini vehicle you got, Shadow Wolf?
the mini vehicle. What you talking about? The smart car?
Yeah, the smart car.
Shit, I went and put rims on it that cost more than the damn car, man. And then I went and bought tires for it, and I told the guy, "What? You know,
That's
for them rims that I put on it." And then I got a flat in one of my tires. Put 100 miles on the car. Got a flat in one of the tires. You know, smart car ain't got no flat. Spare tire. That
Right.
got to be an issue. Took it back took the rim off. Took it over to the over the tire shop. He said, "Well, we can't fix that thing."
So I am trying to imagine Shadow Wolf driving that smart car wearing his Tom Petty top hat.
You
Oh,
can't.
I can't fit in there with that top hat on.
Got sunroof in there, so the hat goes above the roof.
That's right. He's got to cut a hole in the roof for his hat so he can wear.
He got a circular hole in there.
Don't laugh about my smart car.
Look.
Hey, at least I got to say one thing. I was sitting at the gas station. I'm in a home time, you know. I was sitting over the gas station, the Shell station there, and I stuck the nozzle in there to fill up my fuel. Put gas in it, okay? Turned it on, and I looked at that boy in that big old Raptor over there, that Raptor pickup, and he was pumping away, and I finished up with 7.5 gallons, man. I go, damn, dude. He kept on pumping, man, over $100, and I just paid my little $40 and walked out of there, you know, man.
Yeah, see, Shadow Wolf, they know you're a truck driver when they look at that smart car, because only truck drivers spend more than on rims and chrome in the vehicle that they drive.
Oh, you know that's true.
Well, hey, Jeff,
I talk to company guys out there chroming their truck. I'm like, man, you don't even own that thing, and you're chroming it out. What are you doing?
Yeah, like guys that do that, right? They're driving a company truck and they put all the chrome on it.
Yeah, I'm sure the company appreciates it. So yeah.
No, they don't appreciate it, because a truck with all that damn chrome on it causes an issue. It's personalized. It's hard to sell one of them personalized trucks.
I didn't even think about that angle.
It's hard to sell it. Easier to sell a stock one. Jeff knows what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
But anyway,
well, fellas, I promised my kiddo take him out to the pool. But Shadow Wolf, it was an absolute pleasure. First time talking to you.
Well, I don't even know who
you're the man. You're the legend.
Who are you?
He's TC Boggs, the trucking Nostradamus.
Oh.
That's right. Well, somebody had to be. Some guy says he wasn't the Nostradamus. I'm like, well, somebody's got to be the Nostradamus in this community. So I might as well be a cartoon clown.
You be the cartoon clown, all right. And you live in California?
No, I live in Texas, actually.
Texas. Lone Star, you're all right by me.
Oh, yeah.
You cool by me, okay?
Lone Star. I appreciate that.
Yeah, he eats ribs and brisket. He's all right.
All right. You know it. You know I bought a couple of ribeye for tonight, too. Oh, yeah.
Well, them guys in California, they can't even buy a slice of bologna to put on the grill. You know what I mean? If they had a grill to put it on.
There's a
Oh,
can of beanie weenies and an open fire, right?
No, they
Yeah,
got to take a pack of ramen noodles and split it between 4 people.
yeah, well, that's what they do. They invite you over for a barbecue, and they got a pallet out there they're going to burn for the wood, and then they break out a pack of bologna. And then they say, grab you a steak there. That's meat, man. And so damn bad they have to run out to the field, the farmer's field, to rip up some salad so they can make a salad, man.
It's not even the good bologna. It's a bar S bologna.
Oh, God, I haul that shit. Don't you cut that bar S down. I haul that. It's good paying freight, man.
Yeah, it's good paying freight, but 99 cents for 8 hot dogs. Come on, it can't be that good.
Hey, I seen how they make hot dogs. I actually saw how they...
The hot dogs we buy is you get 8 hot dogs for like $6.
Yeah. Well, in California, it's going to be about $12.50 at the Walmart.
Seriously.
And you ain't getting bar S, and you're getting a white wrap, okay?
You get the white wrap with black letters says dogs. It ain't
that's
or the hot on the front of it.
Yeah, that's the ones that fell on the floor at the end of the roll-off wagon. They put it in the bag, man.
Hey, we have guys here in our whole circle that will eat that hot dog right off that floor for you. Yeah, so it will not go to waste.
It will not go to waste.
Some of them hot dogs been on the floor more than 30 seconds. You know, they're the ones that they wash up at night when they're cleaning in there, man. But I've seen how they make hot dogs. I don't want to eat no hot dog no more.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh God. Ew, I hauled that stuff, man, in them totes.
Just in time for 4th of July.
Hey, you want to buy my diesel pickup? I might have to go back to gas. Diesel keep going up.
I'd hold on to it, Jeff. Hold on to it for a couple more days.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right, fellas.
No, it gets 32 miles a gallon, so I'm all right.
You cool? Well, I don't know, man. That guy in that Raptor, he is wanting to sell that Raptor, and he's kind of looking at my smart car. I said, "What you don't know about it?"
Yeah, but he's only getting like 12 miles a gallon, that Raptor.
I don't know if he's getting that or not, man. It take a paycheck to fill that bitch up. Man.
My power wagon got 10 on a good day. I got rid of that.
Well, hey Jeff, you out there camping? I can tell, man. You used to have a super fine one over the 4th. Don't blow off no fireworks unless you got a great big fire extinguisher. I don't want to see nothing burned down in Michigan because I want to be up there. I want to go up there and I want to check out some stuff up there.
When you come up here, stop by and see me.
Oh, I will if you ain't got no mosquitoes around the house, man. You know, I'll definitely do that, Jeff. Hey, listen, Jeff. If you ain't watching me, you know, can I kind of pun my channel a little bit?
Go ahead. Yeah, get it.
Yeah, you wouldn't tell me no. If you did, I might do it any damn way, man. Hey, Jeff, follow me along on my channel. I kind of put it in that little note that I wrote a message to you. So, Rockin' Van Life, you will see them videos, Jeff. I'm gonna be doing all kinds of them, man.
Right there, I put it up there for you. Rockin' Van Life.
Yeah, that's all one word now. All one word. Okay. And there'll be a lot on there, Jeff, and I will come up there to see you.
And make sure you got the smart car on there so we can see them wheels.
Hey, you speaking of that, I'm not, I'm hooking this smart card up. It's going to be a towed vehicle. You know, that's what we call them in the RV world. Your towed, TOAD, your frog back there, you know.
Yep.
I made up my mind. I ain't going to be like the rest of the RVers. They drag them little suckers on the ground, you know. Yeah. That beats the shit out of the suspension in them little cars. I didn't realize how much it beats them up. Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about.
Yep.
I went to get me a trailer that I found built for the smart car. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah,
they make them out there in Colorado. Come to find out, they ain't gonna make them no more because they don't sell no more smart cars.
You better get one.
Well, they ain't gonna build me one, he said.
Well, you gotta find one for sale.
Well, that's gonna be kind of hard to do because you can hardly find a damn smart car for sale for a decent price. Hell, man, that one I got right now, well, the rims cost a lot, but I could sell it for a brand new price, man. Shit, you know.
Well, I'll keep a lookout for it. If I see one, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I got to be built for a smart car, man.
All right, I'll look for one.
Okay. We'll check you later. And once again, have a good 4th of July. And I'm going to go here to Wally World, and I'm going to get me some hot dogs. We'll check you later, Mr. Jeff. Thank you very much for letting me on your channel. Check you later. Kick me off here. I don't know how to do that.
Kick you off there. Let's see. How do you do that? Let me see here. Kick it.
Right.
There you go. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. We got to get to Sunday dinner. Have a happy 4th of July, all that good stuff. And we'll see y'all later. Subscribe, ring the bell, all that good garbage. There's Shadow Wolf channel. Shannon put it up there. And remember, we have 2 trailers available now. If you want to work over here at Like Trucking, go to liketrucking.com. Click on contractor application. Sign up. You get Snorelord. You get me. We'll help you out. All that good stuff. See you later.